Mandalorian Season 2 Chapter 16 is now available on Disney Plus, and this time around Moff Gideon have now captured Baby Yoda, and it is up to Mando Boba Fett trying to recruit Bo-Katan to help them and help each other get to Moff Gideon and save Baby Yoda. This episode was directed by Peyton Reed, who directed, I believe, one of the other episodes in this season, and directed the Ant-Man films. And, oh my god, this is how you do a finale. There are going to be heavy spoilers here, by the way, so if you have not seen this episode or the rest of the series, don't watch this video, watch the series and this finale, then come back to it. So it starts off with Mando and Boba Fett going to Bo-Katan, and they have some differences. They do not like how, way Boba Fett disrespects the Mandalorian armor and just wears it as a shield. And they start bickering with one another. At least their assistants. But overall, they had to overcome their differences, and they come up with a plan to infiltrate the ship where Moff Gideon is holding Baby Yoda in. And so they infiltrate the ship. They start battling it out with all these stormtroopers, and then Moff Gideon has to release the Dark Troopers. And they almost beat the shit out of Mando, while the girls are having a much easier time. And while it seems like that everything is going fine, everything is going according to plan, the Dark Troopers have been sent off into space, all the Stormtroopers are dumb at their jobs. Where's Moff Gideon? He's threatening Baby Yoda's life if Mando doesn't put his gun down and leave the ship. And so those two then have a fight. And it was awesome. The choreography here was excellent. I loved how they were able to use certain tactics and certain weapons with one another, and it made for a very engaging fight. The hits felt real, intense, and that's something that I did not see in the prequel trilogy. I'm sorry, I know the prequel trilogy have aged a bit better, but there are still some problems with it, especially the over choreography of the lightsaber fights. Here, it felt raw, it felt exciting, and I loved it. But then there's a twist. The Dark Troopers are back. They can fly in space, and they're about to bust down the door where everybody's being held in to kill everybody. But somebody comes to the rescue, and we do not know who for a while, but we know it's a Jedi, because he starts mowing down these Dark Troopers in the best way possible, and you assume it would be Ahsoka Tano, but he has a green lightsaber and a black cloak. And then, once he mowed them all down, it's revealed that it is Luke Skywalker. And that's when I had the biggest orgasm of my life right there. That was the best possible fan service you could have. And if you are going to, at least in this time of Star Wars, in the timeline, send Baby Yoda to a Jedi to help him with gain his powers and use his powers properly, who else than Luke Skywalker to help at this point? I mean, sure, maybe Kylo Ren is going to kill Baby Yoda in the temple, but overall, I think this actually kind of nicely is a nice segue into the sequel trilogy. Even though I know a lot of fans are going to hate this, it feels like a natural segue into those parts of the movies. and I actually like how it was handled in that regard. Sure, the sequel trilogy ain't that good, but still they're canon. They still made billions of dollars. There's gonna have to be some continuity at least in that regard. So I believe, in my opinion, this is gonna be the final season. I don't think there's gonna be any more seasons unless they continue without Baby Yoda. We'll see how that goes, but in my opinion, Baby Yoda was heart and soul of this entire show. But that's just not me criticizing, that's just me thinking what they are going to be doing in the next season if they ever do one. Because right now it's not confirmed, at least at the time of this recording. But Mando had to say goodbye to Baby Yoda, and he takes off his helmet just so Baby Yoda could see him without it. And it was a very touching moment there. And I know a lot of people don't see Mando as much as a compelling character, but I feel like there are certain hints of his humanity throughout this show that just made me actually like him as a character, in my opinion.